You already know what it is. This is podcasting with the squad where we keep it relaxed and at max. How y'all doing today? We got Mike and Joe.
Yo,
Relax and that max. That's
Max.
facts.
And Max.
Yeah.
And we putting it on wax.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that because last week's episode was really loud. Extremely loud. We just want to, hey man, it's just what it is. It is what it is. The podcast with the squad is just showing you what it's like when you with the squad. And sometimes when you with the squad, it gets loud.
Yeah, and sometimes we use our library voice.
Yes, yeah, I guess that's what we're doing right now. In case you guys are new listeners, the podcasting with the squad is a little different from the main episodes on the Unqualified and Uneducated channel. It's a little more relaxed, you know. We talk about different topics. We just spread out the topics. We can talk about sports, music, current events, or just things that are happening in our lives. We're just letting you guys see what it's like hanging out with the squad. So this is a topic that's been covered, ad nauseum. But we just wanted to get our chance to pay our respects. But we just want to, it's hard to say. It's hard to say because I still can't believe it. But last weekend, Nipsey Hussle was gunned down in front of his own store, tragically, and way before his time was up. And I mean, guys, how do y'all feel about that? I mean,
Well, first, hold on. So before any listeners that want to support Nipsey on another level because he owned literally everything that he put out there. So music, if you stream his music, all that money doesn't go through a record label. It goes straight into his family's pockets. So as much as you can, please play his music because it's going to feed his kids, his wife, his mom, dad, everybody else. Also, I was looking up today, the marathonclothing.com. He actually has some really nice clothes on there, and just support. Yeah, just support as much as you can because he's not here to support his family, but I think as a collective hip hop community and how hip hop is taking over, mainstream pretty much, we kind of got his back with that. So rest in peace, Nipsey, for sure.
and I like that. Yeah, I mean, I've heard some of his music. I mean, I really heard a lot about Victory Lap. That was one song that I liked about his album, and honestly, it was good. And a lot of his music are really hardcore. He talks about his gang life, rep his set. He's a Crip, honestly, and there's at times, when you listen to his music and you just feel like you a Crip too.
Straight up,
You just sitting there just slapping his music, and all of a sudden you're just like, okay, you throwing up the C's in your car, and I'm over here driving in the red car. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Let me calm this thing down. Let me turn this thing down. Let me pop on some YG real quick. I gotta make sure I'm in the right neighborhood when I play his music though. But
when I was doing the sea walk while I was driving, I almost fucked around and hit the gas and the brake at the same time, bro.
Gas, braking and kicking. But honestly, rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. It's crazy how young and how some of these new artists are
I want to say
dying
32.
off. Yeah.
I want to say 32.
32, 33, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, you would think they would live to an old age, till this day. But I guess I didn't know in the gang community it's still going. Things are getting tough, obviously, and people go jealous and just you got to watch your backs at sometimes,
Yeah, so somebody posted on Twitter about his life. They said people love Nipsey because he was who we are, but he made it to where we were trying to be.
Mm-hmm.
And so like that's one of the reasons why it hit me so hard because it's like he literally built from the ground up. Like he was still in his hood taking care of his people.
Yeah.
And then
it shows you because it's like he was grinding.
Yeah.
He was grinding, man. And he had his own.
He was at his peak like this year. Like Victory Lap just came out. We all love that album.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Rob were arguing about that being probably the best album of 2018. Yeah, so just prayers, man.
Yeah, and I mean for me, and we spoke about it. Carl and myself, spoke about it on yesterday's episode a little bit. But just what he was doing in his own community, as far as buying back the block, supplying jobs to people in his community. I mean, we always talk about what we need to do to help our community, help out the hood, and to have somebody do that, set the blueprint it's tragic because like I don't like for me personally, like you got all these we got so many people talking about the community and what other races are doing to us, man. But you take one of your own. Why is George Zimmerman still walking around? Why don't y'all go do something to that? Why don't you go? Why don't all these gangsters with the guns and all this stuff, if they big and bad, go after the Klan. Go do something. Go do something. Y'all got all this time. We got people shooting up schools. We got people shooting up churches. We got people doing all this, but y'all want to attack the people that saving your community. And it's not my community. It's your guys' community. In the LA community, he's helping. He's buying jobs, and it's just real tragic. And I'm not a street dude. I'm not a gang member. But I when I see somebody doing genuine work and work that I want to do myself, and I see somebody doing that, I can respect that. And I'm always going to be upset when I see that person doing this work get gunned down for nothing. It's just senseless. It's ridiculous. It's really got to stop. What I don't know what people. I don't know. It's 2019. Like this it doesn't make any sense why stuff like this is still happening. We got all these gangsters out here, but yet we got people from your community in danger. Maybe it needs to be a change of mentality. Maybe we need to start protecting people. I don't know what needs to happen, but there was a lot of stuff that Nipsey was finding the answer. He was building that answer. He was building something for people, and that this right now, that's ridiculous what happened. And I just, like for me personally, like yeah, like Mike said, like we was always slapping that album. This Victory Lap, that Double Up.
Oh,
That's my favorite song off the album. Favorite song of 2018, man. That's just now when I hear that song, that's just gonna put like a it was that song was like for me that song was like it just made me feel like I want to just stack up. I want to build. That song made me want to build my bank account, my standing in school, my dreams, everything. It wanted to make me build up everything. But now it's just that song. It takes just on a different meaning now. It's a little more heartfelt now. It just has a and the song is just real nice and chill and calm. But it just has like it's gonna have a different feel to it now.
Yeah, it's hard for artists. I feel like to try to be cool, but at the same time give you a positive message.
Mm-hmm.
And he did that shit crazy. Like to
flawlessly.
me, yeah, Double Up tells me to be better.
Mm-hmm.
Like be double what you were yesterday.
Shout out to Don Kennedy too on that.
Yeah,
both of those. They were just talking about achievements, stacking up wealth, and just doing it, like working. And that's what the whole album. That's what the whole Victory Lap was about to me. Was work. You hear verses about him owning his own masters, why he shouldn't work for somebody else, why he buying back the block, trying to be a boss. He was teaching us the rules. Why he that book is teaching us just to stack up. Wow. That's a book. The album is a book. Yeah. That album is a book. Yeah. And
common knowledge type thing.
Mm-hmm. And I want to as well as saying rest in peace. I want to say thank you to Nip. That album taught me something. It's given me something that I can take and put into my own life. And, it just doesn't make sense what happened. And, I mean, it's almost been a week and I still don't understand what really happened. And it still don't feel real.
Yeah, it still hurts.
We don't want to, we don't know every detail, so we don't make any speculations. But what we have learned is that it was somebody that was originally a part of his crew. So I mean, you can't stress who you're around. Like that, I think that's a really, you got.
But I feel like in that type of situation, you should be comfortable with the people you're around and trust the people you're around.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, in this case, that's totally the different thing. It's a whole different thing.
Okay, so I got two things I want to get us to talk about. Right. First, I want to talk about trusting picking the right people in your as a friend group, Mm-hmm. And the next one is I want to know if like artists and movie stars and basketball players and entrepreneurs, whatever. If you're from the hood and you make it, should you just leave the hood and never go back? So
I think you should, well, to the second question, I think you should move out, but I don't think you should forget it.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
it's actually what made you.
Yeah,
honestly.
I mean, like, if I were to get rich today, I would want to give back to Highlands.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I would want to make sure that the kids that went there had more opportunities than we did.
Mm-hmm.
You know, had better looking jerseys, books, and like nowadays, like kids have laptops that they're using in classrooms, and I don't even know if Highlands has that. So I would give back, but I wanted, like, I'm out. I'm technically out of North Highlands now, but I'm like down the street from it. You know what I mean? So it's like I was trying to get out for a long ass time,
mm-hmm.
but at the same time, I still respect the hood. This is where we came from.
I mean, I feel like, yeah. I mean, I don't want to let this situation cloud my judgment, but like, I'm upset, so I'm like, no, like, I'm moving out and I'm going.
No, yeah, exactly.
I want to say that
out,
just from because I'm upset. Like, I'm upset, so I'm like, no, like, I want to move out and I'm going. But I mean, yeah, you want to give back, but maybe
from a distance.
Honestly, from a distance.
Yeah,
maybe it's if it's just sending money, because if that's the case, if you can't go there and be safe, like, what's the point of making it out if you're gonna go down and get gunned down like that? So, and it's not even that it has to be gang culture. It could be just some weirdo that just has bad intentions in his heart.
Yeah. Or it could just be like a stupid day that you had, and you know what I mean, like because you're from the same hood. Maybe he had road rage and he remembers what you look like, and he's like, "Oh, that's that motherfucker that."
And people, he think he better than us.
Yeah.
It could be somebody that's just upset.
It's just like that saying, they have, keep your friends close and keep your enemies closer.
I feel that.
But yeah, going back to that same topic though, about how if I was to get rich and what I would do if I left the hood or left North Highlands,
mm-hmm.
I honestly see it like how Mike would see it. I probably would give back to the community, like schools, but like as to people wise, like I knew in North Highlands, I could probably I probably would see and show face, honestly, but I'll also take some of yours too. I would do it from a distance.
Mm-hmm.
Because knowing if you're not even safe in your own neighborhood, then what's the point of returning?
That's the point.
Exactly. What's the point? So it's kind of like what you're saying. I would support, but from a distance. I'll support the community from a
mm-hmm.
distance, and I would donate as much as I can, because I honestly want North Highlands to succeed. I want them to actually know that you can actually struggle out there and make it still.
Yeah.
You want to give them that hope and chance, but obviously some of these kids really don't see that, and they're just
mm-hmm.
like, oh, I go to North Highlands, and honestly, me graduating from Highlands, I've always told people that I graduated from Highlands,
mm-hmm.
and they're just like, what school is that?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, where is that at? Oh wait, how many kids? Wait, I don't know if I even know some of the people, and I'm always like trying to question them, like, do you know who this, and do you know who this is? You know about this? And they're like, no, never heard of your school before, and that's the thing that kind of hurts. Graduating from a high school that no one knew about, but then when they heard about North Highlands, they just thought of us as a ghetto
mm-hmm.
and of a neighborhood that was like tough, and how did you survive that place, and how did you moved on without or graduated without
how are you not in jail?
How are you not in jail? How are you not doped up? How are you not doing drugs type of thing? I mean, it goes a far way to tell you that some people have their ways and some people have wills to actually succeed and want to not live that life. So honestly, like you said, I would just donate to the community from a distance.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. I would probably, like I said, I'm doing it from a distance. Yeah. That's just so y'all know, when I win that $780 million lottery, that's it. It's like I say it because it's gonna happen. I'm gonna win it.
You got to get Mr. Lewis on parking spot.
Mr. Lewis, Mr. Lewis gonna have 20 computers when I order.
I'm gonna give him one of the biggest monitors.
Yeah, that's it. Go. I'm gonna donate. I'm gonna deck Highlands out when I win that lottery. But
I'm gonna make sure the computer room.
Yeah.
The computer room.
Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do for Mr. Lou. I'm gonna make sure he got an AC because like I know
yeah.
for a fact
Yeah.
AC. Mr. Lou ain't never had an AC. He's always complaining about how hot it
This
is.
man deserves some AC.
He deserves an AC. So when I win that, I'm gonna get him an AC, and he gonna be square. And I'm gonna take care of the school. I'm gonna get new gear for everybody, and then I'm gonna help out some neighborhoods.
Yeah.
You know, get some fences built out there because I got to connect on fencing. So you know, I'll take care of all the fences in North Highlands, get them all fixed up.
Shoot, man, I'll cook and I'll feed.
Hey, there you go.
I'll cook and feed like a good like day or month, and that'd be cool enough for me. Like I'll feed like have like a food truck. I'll probably bring out like 2, 3, 5 food trucks. Cause that's just how I am, you know. I just love doing the cooking.
So yeah, that's what when I win that 750 or 830, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back. We're gonna send some money back. We're gonna send some money back to North Highlands and get them taken care of. They're gonna have their school. We're gonna get because we only got one high school in North Highlands.
Okay, so going back, I forgot what the first question was. We answered the second question for a good 15 minutes.
Oh yeah. You know, how worried should you be with keeping people around you? Like, how selective do you need to be with people in your group?
I honestly feel, well, it depends on what type of group you're talking about, because there is a selective group of you either got your people that you work with, or you got people that you hang out with on a daily basis, and then you also got family members that are close enough to you to where they are like your friend or your best friend. So I feel like there's like 3 different type of groups for me in particular, because I got people that I work with that are like close friends, and I can see them as being like a close person when I'm at work. And then there's people when I go home and I kick it on the side, which is like for instance, my cousins and all that, they're like damn near like my homies. And then I got my other close friends. I got like y'all from high school. Guys like my other close friends, but I keep you guys more closer because, like I said, at the end of the day,
he's keeping his enemies closer.
Yeah. Hey, he put us on game.
I gotta keep you guys on top of that list, you know. I gotta make sure you guys got my back at the end of the day.
Look, hey, I was gonna push you in the ocean. He was gonna push me in the ocean.
Oh, he was having both of us.
No.
He was trying to get everybody. He was trying to get everybody in the ocean. When he saw you push me, he said one more.
I was waiting for the opportunity.
This shit.
I was waiting for the opportunity. I looked back and I see you pushing Mike, and I was like, all right, this is my opportunity.
He said, yo, that's 50% of the plan done already. I didn't have to work for it.
Get rid of Rod and Rob?
Rod and Rob.
But yeah, that's from my point of view. I see it as there's 3 different groups that I would have to keep close. But I know it's a little hard to maintain because obviously you would have to pick one of them at the end of the day. So
And I think there's also like an age discrepancy there, because when you're in high school, you can't help but 5 days a week wake up and be around these same people every day. So they're gonna influence you somehow. You know, even if you don't like that person, I'm sure something that they say in your class, you probably don't catch yourself. You probably said it later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like something about it. So when you're younger, it's harder to control. But when you get older, you can control who's around you. So I think a lot of people that transition from being in high school and knowing that whoever you're around at that moment is who you're going to be around, they don't know how to change that.
Yeah.
They don't know how to change their environment that's around them once they get older. And that's a problem, you know? And then think about it, like when you're in high school, that's when all the dumb shit happens. That's when I was doing some stupid shit. You know what I mean? Luckily, I had like y'all, because we just like to fuck around. You know what I mean? But there was a point when I was doing really dumb shit. And then if I would have kept on that same path and then, you know, after graduating, went down that same path, I wouldn't be in the same shoes that I'm in right now.
So I did the same thing when I was either with y'all or without y'all.
Yeah.
Because I was ditching regardless.
Yeah, this was never in class.
Either I was with y'all or with not. But it's a good thing I did meet you guys though, because I mean, honestly, as a group that we hung out with in high school or end of senior year, we became tight, you know? We became a group.
Yep.
We became a unit.
Yeah. I feel piggybacking off that, like I agree with that, because you don't really, like you said, you don't have control of who you was hanging out with in high school. But like with me, I don't hang out with people that I'm not close with. Like it might sound weird right now, but the only time, like I can tell you right now, if I'm not close with you, I'm not hanging out with you. Like I'm trying to think because I just don't hang out with people I don't know.
Dude, that's understandable.
I don't.
Think about, bro, when we get on social media today, there be some uploads of some crazy shit. Like, I hate to say it, but they recorded Nipsey. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just seeing that shit, that's traumatic. Man.
Yeah.
That makes me not want to go outside.
No,
you know what I mean? Like, fuck all that. I'd rather just stay in my safe zone, and whoever I don't know, you stay over there.
Yeah,
you go ahead.
It's like, yeah, I got my friends. The only time I'm hanging out with somebody I don't know, it's usually like some random girl that I met.
Yeah.
I'm taking out to dinner or something for the first time, or something like that. Some case like that. But I'm never really like some guy you like meet at work or you meet him at school or something. He's like, hey man, let's go hang out over here. I'm like, nah, we can go get something to eat if you want, but I'm not really trying to go over your house like that or hang out in an area I don't know, go to a neighborhood I'm not familiar with. And I'm like I said, I'm not banging or anything like that. I don't got no reason to be scared of anything, but I'm just cautious with people I don't know.
True. Because you gotta remember, you gotta be very careful on the friends you make, with the friends you do make with, honestly, because at the end of the day, you never know what they would do to you, and they can do some shady stuff, and you might not like it. And you just have to avoid that type of thing. And it's funny that we talk about this friend type of thing, because I was talking with my cousin and them about this. About, is there a point in your life where you have to make a decision to either say if you're in a relationship with your girl, do you make friends with, like, we're looking at it from a guy and a girl's perspective. Would you, so at a certain point in your marriage or relationship, is your girl or is your guy your permanent best friend, or would you have to resort to trying to find someone else as your best friend? Would that be able to work? Would that be able to work, or would that just not work at all, and that's just who you're stuck with for the rest of your life in that type of situation? So what I'm basically saying is your spouse basically your friend or your best friend to the end type of a deal? Would you put them first before everybody else?
I think, I don't really have anybody right now, but I feel like if I was to make that decision, she would have to be guaranteed like my wife, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying you guys are married.
That's the only reason why I'm picking.
And then you'll pick her over your closest friend, right? All right.
Yes.
So that's you, all right?
Yes, because that's if it's really your wife.
Yeah.
That's really somebody you're going home with every day.
That's really somebody going to build a family.
Exactly.
You got kids that you're going to have kids with, that you're going to split the mortgage with, that you're going to split the car bills with, that she's going to cook for you, you're going to cook for her, you're going to buy clothes. If that's really that person.
Yes, that's exactly everything. Yes, you're married. That's her.
I got it.
Would you make her your basically the friend your whole life, even though like
one of
your closest, like homie from like childhood, like you've been close, thick and thin. Besides, hey.
So wait, are you saying if she's making you pick like between you and her?
Not kind of, but no, like you making the decisions because you have a choice to obviously pick.
Right.
So it's like,
is that
pick her over him?
Is my friend being detrimental to the relationship?
No, it's just just small things when you guys hang out. Like, for instance, what if she wants to go out that night, but then your friend had plans of you hanging out with each other that same night? And then,
like, I get what you're saying. I feel like if I don't know if it's tough doing like one or the other, because if your friend can't understand that you want to build your family and he can't be like, all right, go do your thing, I got you.
Yeah.
Then there's something there.
Yeah.
And if your wife is like,
same thing.
if she can't be like, if you
can't
have a night out, then there's something wrong with here. She's just controlling her life.
Yeah.
But I would my straight answer is I'm gonna pick my wife because that's my family.
Yeah.
That's who we were building with, and then your homie has to understand that I gotta grow up at some point. I can't be 50 years old running out with the. I don't want to be 42 years old, miss a chance to have like I found like my soulmate, right?
Yeah,
blew that.
Kids and everything.
And then me and him are just chilling on Thursday night,
drinking.
Yeah, at Buffalo Wild Wings. Eating. You don't even call it wings anymore. When you get old, I was talking to Carl about this the other day. When you get old, you don't call wings anymore. You call them chicken wings. And that's when you know you got old. Say, hey man, let's go to Buffalo Wild Wings, get some chicken wings and some beer.
Oh.
You want to be doing that when you're 42?
I'm glad I only think about saying that.
You want to do that when you're 42? Go get some chicken wings and some beer.
I would love not to do that.
Like you got a chance at a wife, kids, family, all that happy stuff.
It is true.
Or you want to be getting chicken wings at 42. Just you and the boys.
That's what I'm saying. Like some people don't see it that way, but some people see it another way, because obviously, what is the meaning of the basic happiness? Do you think having a wife and kids and everything, is that basically what truly makes happiness? Or is it someone basically living their life lonely? Not lonely saying, but they could be lonely and happy at the same time. That's what I'm saying. There's like different people, different answers.
I think that's perspective though.
Yeah, there's a lot of different perspectives.
Yeah. Like I think my definition of happiness is probably going to be different than yours. Like, there is no one way. You know what I mean?
Because there could be someone that like, man, I could be alone for the rest of my life. Because there's like people, obviously, I work at my work, and there's residents that I work with, and they honestly live their whole life lonely. Yeah. And they're happy as hell, and they're rich as hell too.
Yeah, and another thing,
that's what I'm saying.
My happiness can change as I get older.
Exactly.
Like I can have a different definition of happiness now than I will like 10 years from now.
From like now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, because you could like. You think that, you pick her over your friend, but at the end of the day, it's like, damn, you're with her, but at the same time, there's certain things that obviously not going to connect when you guys hang out with.
No, when I was 4, I wanted to be a Power Ranger. At 5,
I
wanted to be a garbage man. Like,
exactly.
So it's like
at 10, I wanted to become a cop.
That's what I'm saying. It changes. Yeah.
I just want to say, my dream job when I was in high school was I wanted to clean offices at night. And
where'd you get this idea?
To this day, I still want to clean offices at night.
Oh,
I still want to be a Power Ranger.
I still want to,
That's what's up.
So my happiness never changed. My dream job never changed. So I just want to say I'd be staying pretty consistent. Just letting y'all know. But no, on some real stuff. You guys are right, man. Like it's different perspective. Happiness can change as we get older.
Can I explain what I've always wanted to do when I was a kid? I've actually wanted to go save animals. Because out of all the because out of all the movies I used to watch as a kid, they're all about saving animals. Oh, I don't know what it was with the 90s. I don't know. You remember Amazing Panda?
He's like, oh, look at this panda.
Remember Amazing Panda? Where the boy goes save the panda. That's another one. Free Willy.
Hey, I'm with you. Free Willy 1, 2, and 3 is the greatest trilogy of all time. I don't care what anybody had to say.
And then you got Ace Ventura. Man, I watched all those. I used to always I want to go save animals. I want to be a pet.
He said, crikey, look at this panda.
This
man got brought to that last
something about the 90s, crikey. Man. All about saving the animals.
I want to save the animals. Yeah.
And with that other one with the parrot, but I don't know.
Man, what?
Polly.
What? That was the cracker? No, you talking about SpongeBob?
No, Polly. The one with the green parrot.
Polly D? Oh. Green
parrot, the little girl. She's the only one that could talk to the parrot. I mean, I obviously talk to the parrot.
You talking about Wild Thornberrys?
No. This is the one with that little small girl. They're gonna talk to the parrot, but obviously she can't talk around the grown-ups.
Oh, this
stutters.
we gotta remember Joe didn't have cables. This was like a
Polly.
CBS kid.
This is like a 90s.
He was watching a commercial.
You gotta remember Joe didn't have cables.
Oh no.
He was like,
I know y'all seen this.
Bro, that's the thing off SpongeBob.
No, that's that bird.
Bro, I had never seen that in my life. I don't even look like a bird.
Oh man, no, but that movie's good though. Watch it.
I'm really gonna look that up.
Polly the parrot. If y'all seen that, leave a comment or something. Right now, I think Joe just making stuff up now. He just said, crikey, look at the parrot, Polly.
All those goddamn 90s movies, man. Get a kid, inspired to become animal saver.
Man, if we talk about movies right now, what was your favorite movie? You had to pick one movie of your childhood from like that 90s era. What was your favorite movie?
Oh, Amazing Panda. Because that was my first movie ever on VHS.
Oh, dang. Amazing
Panda. Had that movie. Man, I fell in love with it. Love pandas ever since. Wanted to save a panda.
Mine's weird. Well, not weird, but
he got into his dad's VCH. He got into the pop stores.
We had the VHS too, but we only had like one, and it was Sister Act 2.
No, I kid you not. No. No.
Wolfie?
No.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's what I'm saying.
hey, I kid you not. I can agree you on that one, bro. It's actually a good movie.
Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day.
When Jesus walked, yeah.
When Jesus walked.
When
Jesus
Oh,
walked.
wait, let's go ahead to falsetto though.
Oh, Jesus day.
Oh, happy day.
When Jesus walked.
When Jesus walked.
When Jesus walked.
When Jesus
He
walked.
wiped my tears away.
He wiped my tears away.
Hey.
He taught me how to ride. Oh, happy day! Oh, happy day! Oh, man.
Bro, I thought we were done.
Joe
Joe turned on the
came
radio.
in.
Joe turned on the radio.
Joe was
Bro, I
with
kid
it.
you not. It's funny you said because back in the 90s, we actually seen the second one before the
Six
first
Act
one.
Oh,
yeah.
Same shit.
Bro, I didn't know. I thought that was a sequel.
Yo, they had sister. Yo, Joe saw Sister Act 1, the prequel. He saw the
Yes.
origin story. He was like, "Is this the origin story?"
I was like,
Yeah, same
what?
shit though. Same shit. Yeah.
Sister Act 2 had an origin story before Marvel even thought of it.
oh man, they did.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
But
But-
it was on some other shit.
That did
yeah.
though.
That
You got
was
you got
crazy.
all the good actors in that though. They had that.
Lauryn Hill?
Yeah, Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill.
Yo, that is crazy. For me, can't top that. But I know a man who can, and that's Michael Jackson. Hold me like a river.
Free Willy.
Jordan.
Oh man.
Like Free Willy was my favorite movie.
I can agree with you
Like
on that one
that
too.
movie was, and especially with the Michael Jackson soundtrack when he
Oh
had
yeah,
the fire
the
in the back.
VHS.
Like that was
Oh my god.
okay.
yeah.
And then I honestly, Free Willy 1 is like my favorite movie, but like Free Willy 2 was like we got that on the VHS, right? And then we got it like years late. But you put it the VHS in, and then they had this little commercial at the beginning of the Free Willy movie where you could write a letter and send him $5 to get a Free Willy keychain.
Really?
Yeah, but like this was 3 years after the VHS came out. So when I
Oh.
sent my $5 in to get my
You
keychain,
basically-
I just lost $5 because
The mailman's like, goddamn sucker.
it ain't going nowhere.
Another goddamn.
They got it again.
Oh.
3 years late. Like I didn't know though, but I would just send it. My mom was just like, "All right, we'll do what you want to do." You know, I'm crying for it. You know, I want the thing, and then she just did it for me. And then I ain't never seen a keychain, nothing. Willie, you owe me a keychain, man. Like
Willie.
You only one.
yeah, they owe the Free Willy producers. They owe me a keychain, or they owe me $5. They gotta give me one or the other.
Man,
But yeah, that was
Michael Jackson one.
that Michael Jackson song. That's still one of my.
I never got that music video though in that Free Willy one. He had
oh
those people
yeah.
with the clothing and turbans, and it's like I didn't understand. I was like, what?
Choir, baby.
Like, why?
They was ready to
But
go.
it was good though.
Yeah, that song, that song is classic.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, VHS that played in the beginning before the movie, and it's like, yep, get you in that mood.
But you told me I meant to be faithful and walk when I'm able. If I were the end, but I won't give up. That fool goes that fool starts spazzing out like he always does. That fool always starts spazzing out for some reason on all his songs, bro. Especially like remember the time? Yeah, that fool goes crazy. It was like, yo, that song was dope, Michael, but they was like, he was in the studio. He said, I just think that it needs a more. I think it needs one more. Mike, it's cool. It's cool, bro. You're spitting all over the mic, man. Like, just be cool. He's like, nah, let me get back in the studio. He was doing. He was doing the most. They was like, yo, Mike, chill.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. Come on.
He's like, Mike, chill, bruh. Chill.
Some of these fans won't know what you're saying.
Nah, they gonna get it. They gonna feel the music and they just gonna understand. That's a classic, man. I wish we could play that right now, but we gonna get taken down. So yeah, so we gonna be good. We gonna be good. But yeah, that was my mom. It was a plus because my mom liked that song too. So she didn't get mad when I watched that movie 3 times a day. Because remember when you was a kid, you could watch a movie over and over.
But that part comes on, she was like,
Play it louder. Turn it up.
Play that for me, honey.
Yeah, the whole movie's turn that down. And then that part come on. She's like, okay, you can turn it up. She in the kitchen.
Yeah.
She in the kitchen washing dishes. She here. And then my mom started breaking the dance moves out, and I'm like, oh dang, okay.
Started doing this Michael Jackson lean.
Try to put the plate in the dishwasher.
Oh shit.
Hold me, Robert. God damn it.
I'm like, nah, Mom, I'm not trying to watch my movie. I want to see what happens next. No, I know what happens next. He's going to jump over this white kid.
Bro,
Oh, shit.
I never got that part, though, in the movie.
Bro, I get...
I don't think that's possible,
I get
man.
that killer whales, they breach. They jump out of water. Yeah, they do that, but they don't vertically jump over rocks.
Bro,
But I remember the saying, let me hit this. Salana, Ayun, ISS. Salana, Ayun, ISS. And then they had, like, I forgot his name, but freaking Rudolph or Randolph. Yeah, Randolph. Randolph was on the dry land.
Yeah.
He grabbed his necklace and he was like, Salana, Ayun, ISS.
I remember
And then
that.
Jesse with his little wet white ass was like, Selena, Ayun. I don't even know why he stuck the hand out. That looked like, cool. It was like Helen Hitler a little bit. He was like, Selena, Ayun, ISS. And then Willie was like, he's like, I guess it's time to jump now. Willie was in the water like, I think they want me to jump. Like,
I kid you not, though, but Free Willy got his Willy touched by Jesse. That's the part I didn't understand. Like, he Jesse,
did.
Like,
he stuck his hand up and he was like, oh my gosh, it's so slippery.
Willie! Willie's Willie!
Slippery.
I never got that part. I was like, why did he touch
Willie
him?
was like, why is he touching my stomach?
Whoa!
Whoa!
Oh, goddamn! Oh, goddamn!
He said,
Woo!
he said, let me get this water. He said, Jesse been listening to too much Michael Jackson. Let me get into this water.
Shit.
This boy just don't know when to quit. He came back in 2 and 3.
And then, okay, let me talk about 2. 2 was great because you found out Willie had a brother, a little brother, and a little sister. I was like, that's crazy. He had a like, you watched the whole one, and then he's like, Willie was like, Jesse climbed up to like that tower, and he was like, Willie, it's your family. And it was like, well, you don't know that's his family. It's just some random Wells. But Willie really jumped over the rocks and got to his family. I don't know how, I guess, like, yeah, I was like, that's crazy. Because they don't ever tell us, like, where they got Willie. They just stole him out the middle of the water. And apparently, I guess I can't remember where the movie takes place. It had to take place in, like, Seattle.
Yeah, it was. Because I remember there was a scene where they do the little market fish thing. Where they throw the fish.
Yeah, they throw the fish, yeah.
That's popular in Seattle.
That's in Seattle.
And yeah, it is in Seattle, I think.
So Willie really did find his family, which I was like, that's dope.
But that's interesting, though, how, like, for orcas, yeah, when they are in a captive tank, their fins bend.
Dip over, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, because I remember seeing the other, orca whales, and they had their fins, like, straight up.
Yeah,
like, It's crazy. But then, see, Willie's, and it's like, his shit was like, his back fin's, like, bent.
It's the stress.
It's crazy.
It's from the stress.
Crazy.
The killer whale is my favorite animal to this day, man. I'm telling you, that movie had a huge
pandas, black and white too, bro.
Black and white,
pandas though.
I rock out with the killer whales heavy, bro. I'll never get in the tank with one though, and I'll never get in the ocean with one though. Yep. I tend to respect things I like from a distance. So, but I do want to go whale watching at one point, but I don't know.
I actually want to touch a panda. I feel like they're more fun and cuddly.
Bro, I touch pandas every time. Every Wednesday night, I go to Panda Express, give me a double orange chicken, chow mein and rice.
Okay.
I'd be like, Panda, every Panda got bras in Atlanta.
Worst Chinese food.
I'm just playing. I don't really go to Panda Express like that, though.
But yeah, what was it? Oh yeah, Sister Act 2.
It's kind of sad that mine wasn't a child's movie.
But
Yeah. I didn't want to say anything, but yeah, it is a little sad.
Well, because
I'm
now.
just playing. I'm just playing.
but I mean, it did have like teen kids.
Yeah. No,
high
I think it was
school
good.
kids.
Well, no, it's fucked up because I think the reason I didn't have any other ones because fucking tapes broke.
Oh.
Yeah, you know how to. Yeah, see, nowadays.
So
Yeah.
did you remember what tapes y'all did have?
We had Free Willy till that shit
Oh.
broke.
Bro, I remember. Yeah, we had Free Will too with that plastic cover.
Yeah, bro. Hey, bro.
yeah,
I have
bought
it.
it
Hey,
too.
I have it to this day. I have
Oh, you
that,
do?
bro. And if you open it up in the
It's
like the
like
thing,
crispy,
it still smells the same way that it
That
did.
plastic.
Yeah, that plastic.
That
It
bag
still
plastic.
smells the same.
Oh shit, you
That's
got a magic
crazy.
Free
Bro,
Willy?
it's like it's still like I'm telling you, it's still all those VHS.
That was the thing I remember back in elementary as a kid. You bring your own movie and they play it for you. That was my thing. I remember bringing Amazing Panda, and then I brought Free Willy because Free Willy was honestly my brother's movie, and I brought that, and oh man, it was like the best day ever. You just come to school with that plasticky type of cassette holder, and it's like that VHS. You just pop it in, watch it, and you're just like, yeah, this is my movie. Yup.
Yep.
Gotta tell the kids like, yep.
Shut up.
Watch this.
Yep.
Watch this. But yep, I remember that though. Them days, you open it with that nice plasticky, and it has that push to it, that feel to it, that extra crunch.
Yep.
It's weird, but it's just childhood.
Hey, man, I'm telling
It's childhood
you,
though.
I feel you, bro. I feel it. I was with it, man.
Man, VHS, man. What happened?
Like I said, I had those Free Willy VHSs to right now. I can't play them at all, but it's still like I look at it, and that's the craziest thing. Is like I can't. I've tried to watch Free Willy on online. I can't find it.
It's on.
Nah, they got the with Steve Irwin's
Prime.
daughter. Oh, it's on Prime.
I think it's Prime, but I watched it, and I was like, whoa, Free Willy.
Bro, I'm gonna have to watch that. I might have to watch that. I might have to have a Free
Yeah.
Willy marathon.
Amazon Prime.
Because they honestly go through the whole thing. They go through. See, just goes back to what you was talking about, friend or wife. Willie chose friend. I mean, wife. Willie chose wife. Because look at. He left Jesse, and then he found his family, and then he got married in the third one. Willie had a wife and a daughter, or a baby.
Yeah, because I remember he had to make a decision to either leave Jesse or go to his family.
And he went to his family, so he chose fam, and he got a wife and he got a kid in the third movie.
Fucking messages that Free Willy kind of gave.
It was Free Willy 3 was crazy because you got it to.
I've never seen that one.
Free Willy 3 is crazy because they get into like whale poaching, and like.
I thought that was with the first one too.
Nah, like this
first
one was like the third. This is the third one. Like they were actually like they were like either in like Alaska or like Canada or something, and then they were like whale hunters, and people were like attacking whales.
Free Willy was like a big thing.
One of the greatest trilogies of all time.
Yep. And then Ace Ventura was my second. Like that came out, bro. That thing was like.
I see why Joe wanted to be like an animal tamer.
Bro, am I tripping, or did you tell me you wanted to be a marine biologist?
I did.
Okay, yeah,
I did.
So that makes sense.
I did. From like 9th grade to, I think, up into sophomore year in college.
Bro, I kid you not. I told my brother, my oldest brother's dream was too. But obviously, it's just.
What was his childhood movie, though?
It was Free Willy, I think, too.
Yeah, he said he had Free Willy.
Yeah, see?
No, because
it was like, it's like.
There gotta be a connection there, bro.
No, there is.
I mean, I never wanted to be a nun when I got.
Are you sure you want to be a nun, Mike? But you know what? It got you in the stepping career of like rapping to singing, right? Type in way.
Yeah.
See that? Got your foot in the door of wanting, to rap and sing.
They didn't really rap in that. Well, no, they did. They did actually. They
did.
had a couple.
I think
I think they did rap in there.
Yeah, they did.
Remember, we had a little lamb.
You know the crazy thing though? I did want to do marine biology until I realized it was more like a hobby.
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
yeah,
See?
yeah.
The same thing like brother was actually thinking.
Yep.
It's more of a, okay, no. You can see
It's like a hobby.
It's not a job that you would think that
You can if you become like a professor or you get grants and basically you're just a scientist and you get paid. You don't actually make money. You get grants to do research.
Yeah, right.
So it was like
It's like super scientific type of shit.
Yeah, so it was just like I was like, well, let me just find something else to do.
It is true.
But I have a lot of fun doing it every year. I go to Santa Cruz and we go to the tide pools and like it's by the ocean and everything, and I always just look out at the water and be like, yeah, "Are you out there?
Where are you, Willie?
Are you out there?"
Chanting that same word.
Hey, Unai. yes. But it's the only thing that pops up is like some crabs. Some crabs and
And some bums.
some
some
anemones. Anemones.
Oh yeah, when I went on the cruise, I was really trying to look for animals. The only thing I seen was some turtles. That's it.
Dang, bro, I wouldn't try. I wouldn't get too close to the edge though. I'm like,
no. They had like a window.
yeah.
So I was inside and I was like looking out.
Man, actually one of the cool parts when we were in San Francisco. We take that little boat tour. They got dolphins swimming with us.
Word?
Yeah, it was dope. And it's like the same thing you're talking about. Like you get that little bottom. If you go to the bottom of the ship, they have like a little glass where you can look and peer into it. And you just see them just going in the water, come back up, going in the water, come back up.
That's crazy.
And it was like the best. It was when I was a kid too, like a childhood memory.
I need to go whale watching.
Yeah, no, I really want to do that, bro. I really want to.
Let's go to Seattle and go whale watching.
Bro, whale
watching, man. Go to Colorado. Go to
I
Seattle.
wanted the catching fish thing too.
Yeah, we can do that. We gotta do that. We can do that. We can do that. We can go whale watching. We can go get a fish and give it to them out there.
But there's a lot of things to do in Seattle. But trust me, a
I
lot
heard
of people
there's
are sleeping on
Filipino
Seattle.
out there too.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of there's a immune community out there too.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
And there's some black people out there too.
Oh,
Hey, we got all three. We good.
So excited!
So excited!
Yeah, excuse us. We just watched Kevin Hart, Irresistible.
Yeah. Kevin Hart's special.
Irresponsible, bro.
Irresponsible.
He just said Kevin Hart's irresistible. He just said Kevin Hart irresistible.
You was watching it. Yeah, I don't know.
No.
So excited!
I'm so excited!
You were excited about something else, Joe. I don't know what it was.
All right, let's break that down. Kevin Hart's irresponsible.
Or just Kevin Hart in general.
It was just funny. That was a funny special.
I kid you not. He's, like I said, the only person that can make me laugh and tear up at the same time. It's crazy. He
has how many stand-up specials does he have? Like 5?
I think he has 5.
5 or 6. The first one I know was
it's like I'm a grown little man.
Man.
Then that was the big one. There was
Laugh at My Pain.
No, that was the third one.
Like
this one was like the big one. This was like the one that
Little Big Man.
No.
A Little Big.
Nah,
let me explain.
I
remember there's one. It's the one where he has like a silver jacket, silver tux on. Let me explain. I think.
I feel like that one for me is probably either second or third out of all his the specials that I've seen.
I think his second one was like my favorite one. It was the one that he was in. The second one's my favorite because he was in Cleveland. That was the one. That was Shaq.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's
seriously funny.
Yeah, that one. Seriously funny is my favorite one. Is
that the same one where he did the pew pew? Is that the same?
No,
one?
I think that's
That's the first
one. That's the first one.
Yeah.
But I feel like he was building and he was getting big. But I feel like Seriously Funny is the one that put him on the mainstream because I remember when the night that came out,
LeBron was there too.
Yeah, LeBron was there. The cast was there.
The whole team.
But do you remember when that one came out that night? You came to school, everyone was quoting that.
That's true.
The next day, everyone was
true.
quoting that, and everyone was like, "Penny Challenge, muffin cap back blue, and everything.
Yeah.
Say it with your chest, like that." And there hasn't for me. I don't. That was like the last moment where something like that happened. Like there was growing up before you had social media. This is for you young cats. Growing up before you had social media, everybody didn't share their revelations immediately. So no one was tweeting, "Oh, you see that?" No one was tweeting jokes. So the only way you could connect with what you saw last night was you go to school the next day and everybody was talking about it. And for me, that was the last moment like that. That Kevin Hart, Seriously Funny, because everybody came to school the next day. Everyone was saying with your chest.
I remember that. Yeah.
Penny Challenge, muffin pack back blue.
For real.
That was crazy, and that was like the last moment. That was I can't remember another moment where everyone was just like, "Hey man, like you see that last night?"
It's not like that anymore because, like I said, obviously technology is advancing and everything's been ruined. Where it's like now, what you want to save as juicy details, secret, you want to tell someone tomorrow, they've already heard about it, they've already seen it, or they've already, you've already shared it the day before. And it's like. Man, it ruins the surprise, because like you're so excited, to quote.
You just want to be the first to get the information. That's why we got to go see the Avengers movie the Thursday it comes out. Because for a fact there's always going to be all these Twitter explanations. Spoilers.
I hate those.
And I got people on my Facebook that will put a quote that quote. And one of the people that I hate spoils things is sitting across from me right now at this very table. This man Snapchatted me a scene of the movie while he's watching the movie. Thankfully, I already seen the movie.
I'm just letting you know, those end credits.
He was like, I'm here. I'm like, all right. And he just started sending me some important details. He shot me the end credits of Captain Marvel. It could have been anything in the Captain Marvel movie. No, he shot me the most important part.
Yeah, you know, everyone waits for those.
It's a part that people don't really stay for, but at the same time, you don't really need to see it.
First of all, if you don't stay for the end credits for a Marvel movie,
you're not a Marvel fan.
You're a fool.
Yeah.
You're just a fool.
And you obviously don't know anything about the Marvel.
Yeah, you don't know anything. Like
you're just there to watch it just because it's a hype.
Yeah, I never understand why people get up and leave. Like when I first found out that there was end credit scenes, because I remember I first saw like I think it was either Iron Man or, and then everyone was like, you gotta stay. And I was like, why? And they're like, there's end credit scenes. I was like, what's the end credit scene?
Yeah.
Like, what's that? And they're like, oh, they're probably gonna talk about building the Avengers. And lo and behold, after Iron Man freaking one eye came in, was like, hey, I got an initiative I want you to be a part of. And it's like, who this? Samuel Jackson?
No, you know what actually got me into watching post end credits was the X-Men.
X-Men?
Yep. They came with it first.
Did they start that?
Did they start it?
They started it way before obviously because I mean they're a part of Marvel, but they had ending scenes, credits too. And it kind of like ties in with their series.
See, that's the thing. I never watched any of the X-Men in theaters. I only watched them on FX.
I watched them.
I watched it on FX.
I watched them when they came out too.
It would be the
freaking. They had their little post-credits thing, and it was just like.
They're freaking full of buses and full with the angel, the dude with the big white wings. He would like open up his wings and then it'll go to commercial, and then you get back from commercial. Then he busts through the window. You're like, dang, bro, that was an X-Men, bro. The fool with the wings.
Talking about.
That was the second movie.
Oh, the second movie.
Yeah, or the third.
What? Oh, wait, you're talking about the Asian? I was like,
I'm talking about the angel. I'm talking about like the.
When he busts out the science.
Yeah. When he busts out the science place, they always cut that in half. They would be like, he would open up his wings, and then they'll go to commercial, and then they'll come back, and the fool's already flying away. You're like, oh. I guess she
broke free.
I just wish I could have saw that. But okay. All right, it's okay. So yeah, I mean, I didn't know X-Men had end credit scene. That's crazy.
Yeah, they had some stuff that you gotta stay behind, and then obviously coming through with the newer ones, or the Wolverine ones. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you had to stay at the end to see.
Yeah, those ending credits was always like the start of the promo run.
Oh yeah.
So it's just like you had to stay.
Yeah, it just gets you ready for like what's coming up next, which Marvel does way better than DC. DC just be like, DC just throw something out there and just hope it stick. They just throw it shit. I do again.
Wait. Oh, damn, that's Capcom.
That won't stick.
It's not gonna stick.
It's not gonna
nope.
stick. But we did DC versus Capcom. We did DC.
The credits. Rewind the credits.
We're not gonna introduce Capcom yet. No, not that time. Oh, okay, we're gonna go back.
Hey, so do you think they could put Deadpool in Avengers like eventually, or is that something that was in the comic at all? I don't know.
No, he's in the comics. Like he
killed. He makes it. He's a part of it, but I don't think they'll ever put him into the timeline or fit him into the movies of Avengers. Mm-hmm. Because obviously, his movie are more like slapstick comedy action.
Yeah.
And he won't fit at all.
He won't fit in there.
And he's all about killing.
Yeah. And there's a comic, one of the best comics that I love. One of my favorite ones is, I think it's called Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe. And as you read this, he kills like all the major superheroes in Marvel, from Wolverine, like everybody, Spider-Man. He kills them all. And then he at the end of the comic, he kills the author, he kills the writer, and then at the end of the comic, he looks at the reader, and says, "I'm coming for you."
It's funny you said that, because you said that's a comic, right? You read
That's one of Deadpool's comics.
They actually put that into the sequel of Deadpool 2. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. At the ending, he has the ability to use, obviously, Cable. Mm-hmm. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
His time machine device to go back and do all this and redo everything. And as you said, he went back to the scene where Wolverine introduces himself and he shoots and kills himself. And he's like, no, bow. And then there's a scene where it's Ryan Reynolds about to play his part, and he goes, boom, bow, kills Ryan Reynolds.
It's
funny you say that.
Yeah, Deadpool has the ability to break the fourth wall.
Yeah.
So
it's like, that's what I'm saying. His timeline doesn't connect with anything because it's just slapstick. He's just there to be like a filler.
Well, there is the only one. Okay, so with Deadpool, he's always in comics. In his comics, the people that he's with the most are Wolverine and Spider-Man.
Yes, but that's the thing. He could be around with Wolverine because obviously he doesn't never age.
Yeah.
So it's the same. And then I don't know about Spider-Man, but Spider-Man has so many different universes. It's crazy. Because like you see, they already came out with that movie with Spider-Man universe.
They got
like all the Spider-Mans you can ever think of in that one.
Like pig Spider-Man and shit. Yeah.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that, but they said it was really good.
Yeah, it's pretty
Gwen. Cool. I actually want to see it, but just never have a chance.
Cool. It's on the Fire Stick.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's it. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, that feels good.
If one person says yeah and the next person says yeah, you just wait for the third yeah. So yeah. So we're done. This is episode 6. I want to say a podcasting with the squad. Thanks for sticking with us throughout the whole thing. We talked about some serious topics, really serious at the beginning, and we slowly started to lighten the mood towards the end. We just want to, you guys got any closing words?
No. I'm good. I feel like we discussed everything in the meantime.
I just gotta say, it feels good to be consistent. 2 weeks in a row, bang bang. We out here. Yeah, we out here. So we're gonna keep this.
We got the new recording spot now.
We got the new recording spot. We don't get kicked out no more. So we out here.
No Honda.
No Honda.
All right, we out.
That's a good closing.